Here's your WNEM TV5 News Update.
Good evening, everyone. I'm David Custer. Among our top stories, police looking for witnesses to a deadly shooting earlier today.
It's ridiculous to me that, 5 people are shot, one's dead, and no one has picked up the phone and said, hey, I was at this party and this is what I saw.
That shooting just before 2 at a house party on Randolph Street in southeast Saginaw, killing 1 and injuring 4. The deceased is a 29-year-old Saginaw man. No word on what prompted the gunfire. To a developing story, state police investigating a threat against Pinconning High School. They arrived at the school at 9:45 this morning after learning a 16-year-old boy posted a threat of bodily harm on social media and added a picture of himself holding a weapon, saying he intended to assault the school this afternoon. The school was placed on lockdown. The suspect was found walking in Pinconning and placed in detention. We'll update you when we learn more. And now here's Chief Meteorologist Brian Bachman with a look at your forecast.
All right, thanks very much, David. After a gray, dreary, but overall warm Monday, we're poised to see some heavier rain and maybe even a few thunderstorms roll into the region overnight, which, as we keep saying, any rain is good news here at this point, especially when it's not going to be too much all in one sitting. We look at the first 1-5 sky tracker here tonight. First things first, we have an area of low pressure. It's going to track across the northern half of the mitten, taking this last little bit of light rain across the thumb out of the picture with it. Then once we cross the midnight hour, we'll watch for this stronger low pressure system in northeastern Iowa to basically do the same thing. It'll track northeast across the state, bringing that line of showers and heavier thunderstorms that you see spanning from parts of southern Wisconsin all the way into central Illinois with it. That's where we're going to pick up some of those heavier downpours, some brief periods of steadier rain into the overnight period, and maybe even a passing rumble of thunder too. Timing out, hour-by-hour forecast heading into the midnight hour, not changing dramatically from the evening time frame. We're going to keep it mostly limited to cloudy skies and a few isolated light showers through that time. It's when we hit between about 1 to 3 a.m. when we see that line of heavier rain coming on in by 3 a.m. Places like Houghton Lake, Gladwin, West Branch, southbound to Mount Pleasant, Alma, Ithaca. You're getting into this leading line of some heavier rain that'll continue to build east throughout the remainder of the overnight period. 6 a.m. see some pockets of heavier rain still lingering in parts of Gratiot and Saginaw counties, even into the Chesaning area. Some heavier downpours breaking toward places like Whittemore, Rose City, and over toward the west side of Harrisville. Those will continue to build east into tomorrow morning around 9 a.m., shifting the focus into places around St. Caro, over towards Sandusky, Harrisville proper at that point. Then just a few last-minute straggler showers in parts of the thumb through midday before we dry out during the afternoon and even at times try to work a little more sunshine on through those clouds. Rainfall amounts still not drought busting, but if we can get enough of these little amounts strung together, we'll start to gain some ground. We're looking at a general range, I expect, anywhere from about 0.2 to as much as ½ an inch, the general rainfall over the course of the overnight period through midday tomorrow. Some heavier downpours could certainly lead to some locally higher amounts, maybe up to about 3/4 of an inch. But overall, more even distribution, meaning a better soaking for everyone instead of the heavier rains that we primarily saw north of the bay on Sunday night. So for tonight, it's isolated evening showers giving way to steadier rain overnight with a few rumbles of thunder possible. Low temperature around 51 degrees. Then in the first 1-5 7-day forecast for the Loons home opener tomorrow, will dry out just in time for baseball to happen at Dow Diamond tomorrow evening. Morning showers giving way to mostly cloudy skies and a high of 63. Decreasing clouds on Wednesday, a high around 60 degrees. And then we'll spend a few days in the upper 50s Thursday through Saturday with shower chances returning for the second half of the work week. Weekend's a 50-50 split between dry conditions on Saturday and the chance for some rain again on Sunday, but overall cooler conditions with temperatures continuing to hover in those upper 50s by the look of things for the start of next week.
Remember to tune into WNEM TV5 on air and online 24/7 for the latest news, weather, and information.